Mama Rantz.
Life and motherhood uncensored.
Welcome back to Mama Rantz
With Al.
and Matt.
And Allie.
And Brent.
Hey, Allie. How you guys doing this week?
We are doing. How are you guys?
Oh, we are peachy.
He's going to take it all over today. We're here with our husbands today for the husband episode.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Good.
They're very excited to join us.
I definitely think Brent's a little nervous.
A little bit.
He's doing his nervous laugh.
We'll be pros after this.
Yeah.
So you
Absolutely.
want to tell the listeners what this episode's about, Allie?
So this week it's gonna be just kind of poking and prodding at the husband's brains of things. On TikTok they're called like Icks right now. Like each other's Icks and like what about each other annoys each other.
This is a
Communication. It's totally a thing. It's actually a new thing. So when you brought it
yeah.
up, I was like, oh, like come up with Icks for me. So he's like, okay.
Oh my god! So literally, I talked to friends about this like 10 years ago, and this shit, just like Target is showing my childhood right now in the fucking accessory and clothing section, and now you're telling me that the crap that drives you nuts about your partner is a thing on TikTok. I'm so dated.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And some of them are really, really hilarious to watch, and like especially when you relate to them, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, that bitch be doing that." Like,
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, I'm not the only one anymore.
yeah,
Icks. So that's what it's called. Icks.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're talking about communication, things like what we do or what we love about each other, things that we do that in our household that just work, those kind of things. So.
All right. So a little bit about me and Matt. Gosh, we've been together for 16 years now. We've been married
2014. You gotta count it on your fingers.
He's picking up the pieces.
8 years. I wasn't a math major.
That's all right. That's right.
She was still using the pickup stick in college.
No.
Hey, you know what? Summa cum laude is what I graduated. Thank you very much.
Summa cum laude. Yeah.
Highest honors.
That's right. Highest.
So yeah, where did you guys meet?
So
MySpace. Softball chat room.
yeah, we met on MySpace. We were online daters before online dating was a thing.
Or cool.
Yep. And we were long distance. Well, we knew each other for about 6 months before we first met in person. And we met in Niagara Falls. And then we went long distance for about a year. And then I found out that he was moving
On a whim to the cold state of New York.
in the middle of
Winter.
January, the coldest time of
What?
year.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was thinking there for a minute.
I did not know that. Did you know that?
I didn't know that they met online.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah. So we've been through a lot of
ups and
everything.
downs.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs. Long distance was hard, and it got so hard that he moved, and we made that work. But when he moved into my college house with 2 other females. And ended up working nights, and then we got our own place after I got out of school that year. But 3 moves, a kid, unfortunately, a lot of losses with grandparents and my father, and our first boy, our lab.
Oh.
And now a kid and another state and new jobs and everything under the sun. What about you guys?
Go ahead.
No, babe.
You tell the story better.
No, babe. You're good at telling the story. You go ahead.
Okay.
It's cute when he tells it. I feel like
It's one of y'all's niches or whatever you call it.
It's Icks.
Ixes.
Okay, so we met for the first time in the sixth grade, the 9th grade, freshman year of high school.
Did you say
And-
6th grade?
9th. He meant 9th.
I meant 9th. It may have been 6th period though, who knows? But yeah, Spanish class in the 9th grade, and we sat next to each other and pretty much had a crush on Allie from the first time we met. And she had a boyfriend at the time, and I say because of that.
No, he wasn't.
And because of that, I always say she thought that I was the most ugly and annoying person that she had ever met.
Wow.
Wait, no,
So-
explain
Yeah,
why.
you gotta explain this because this is
Go ahead,
some
babe.
heavy stuff.
He just was like that kid in high school that like wouldn't leave you the fuck alone, would message you on
Wait,
blow
you're
up.
confirming?
I am confirmed. He was so fucking annoying, and this is why he would blow my phone. Oh, like, hey, how are you? Hey. Literally no response. Like forever, no response. I'm like, listen here. Like, well, I had a boyfriend, but also I'm like,
Rantz.
I know. And he had no hair. He just total buzz cut, like squirmy, wormy little guy. Like he was hanging out with like.
I've known this kid since he was like 10.
Yeah, and so he just was like this. I don't know. Like I liked like the tall, skinny, like nerdy guys, but like he just took it like a whole nother level. And but also was super annoying. But I also had a boyfriend, so it was like those doors were already like kind of shut. And and so yeah, that's kind of like the backstory there. But go ahead.
I just gotta give all props to Brent for still messaging.
I know. Way to go for sticking with that.
You know what they say? If you fail, just try again, and try.
I mean, there's a tight line between being a stalker and hitting those goals, but
Oh yeah, I was definitely Johnny Cash walking the line.
Oh my god.
that's amazing.
So from there, the way I tell the story is I was on the baseball team at this time in high school, and I was driving down to the field after school. And so, in high school, you speed everywhere you're going. So I'm speeding through the parking lot. And
But fast forward, this is now 11th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was 9th grade, and so then this is his story of like he would still kind of message me in 10th grade, but then 11th grade I finally didn't have a boyfriend, and so this is now picking up from there in 11th grade.
Right.
So yeah. Did you respond to him at all throughout this whole time?
I did. Sometimes. And it was very like, short and sweet. He'd be like, oh, can you meet me at like your locker? I want to give you a hug. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, no.
Hopeless romantic.
Yeah, and he'd be like, oh, like, can you talk to me after class? And I think I did like twice, and I did give him like a hug twice, but I'm like, but this was still like in like 9th, 10th. I still had a boyfriend. I wanted to be nice, but also like, hey, I have a boyfriend, so don't cross that line. And so I wanted to be respectful. But yeah, but it was very like hit or miss if I would message him back. But yeah.
Brent, I am impressed with your perseverance.
And I would have gone get hugs from another girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, so driving.
Yeah, so I was driving through the parking lot, and the field is behind the school, so I'm driving through the parking lot, and I don't know where Allie was going, but I'm speeding through the parking lot, and I swear to God, she walks out into the middle of the road without looking, and I almost run her ass over. And then all of a sudden, you see her just look over my car, deer in the headlights, smile and wave. I'm like, hey, keep it moving, right? So I can get to where I'm going. And so the team was just meeting up at the baseball field just to do, like, we had a game that day, so hit, throw, stretch, do our thing before we got on the bus. And so as we're waiting to get on the bus, that's when Allie texted me, and pretty much we texted the whole way to the game, and pretty much every day after that.
Well, and my best friend at the time also, well, her now husband, but boyfriend at the time, played baseball with Brent, and he would Brent would put into my best friend's boyfriend Brett's friend's ear, and then she would put it in my ear and be like, "Oh, like Brent wants to talk to you. Like message Brent. Like just go out with Brent. Just go out with him." And then that's when I started messaging him. It wasn't like immediately, but and then I invited him over. We watched Pitch Perfect at my house in my
Good
room.
movie, one of our favorites.
That was our first little gig, and then after that it was game over. So and I was like, "Oh, I'm so stupid for not talking to him sooner," but I don't know.
I think
It
gig
worked
is code for dating.
Yeah, gig is code for dating now.
No. But yeah, so that
I
was
mean,
that.
you used to get paid at gigs, so I'm just gonna put that out there.
No payment.
So how long have you guys been together now?
What? To 10 years this last month actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like our dating anniversary was like
Yeah.
March 26th of 2013. So
We celebrate that.
Mhm.
I forced Matt to celebrate that.
yeah, I mean, like we I think I remember it, but I don't ever make like a big deal of it until I was like, oh my gosh, like it's been like 10 fucking years. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And like it really puts it into perspective when we talk about like his sisters, and I'm like, I met them when they were like 2 and 3. Like that's fucking wild. Like that's so fucking wild.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like, wow, it's like really been a really, really long time.
And how long have you guys been married now?
7 years in June. Listen, last year I really dropped the ball. I thought that it had been 7 years last year, and somebody on Facebook was like, bitch, it has not been 7 years, it's only been 6. And I'm like, and I'm just and we have like before we moved, we got married before we moved to our first base in Wyoming, and had like a little backyard ceremony. But then a year later, we had the big, ceremony. So a lot of people get confused on which one we celebrate. And I'm like, we celebrate the first one, but all of our friends, family, extended family, were all at the big one. So like, I just assume that people think like the time is wrong, and so I instantly was like, oh no, it's like a year more than that. And then she was like, nope. And I was like, okay, great, yep, you're right. And I was like, I was so embarrassed, but it's all right. So yeah.
I like it.
All right, so now we're gonna jump into our quote unquote icks for each other. Give us a good laugh. So go ahead, Elle, take it away.
So anyone that's been together in a relationship for a while, especially if you live with the other person, ends up realizing the little things that drive you crazy about the other person, especially after that honeymoon phase.
What?
And these have probably changed for Matt and me throughout the years. Like I can tell you when we first moved in together, what drove him the craziest was my hair ties being everywhere.
Bobby pins.
And my bobby pins. And he would leave Dr. Pepper cans littered in the freaking apartment. And I'd be like, just fucking throw them out, put them in the recycling bin. But it's funny how even moving into a new house, your icks change. So why don't you you can go first.
All right. Well,
Go with
I love how he gets a piece of paper out. You just
So old fashioned.
I gave him homework. I told him he needed to think about and write down some of the things that I do that drive him crazy.
And do you know about these yet, or did he warn you, or no?
I mean, we could play the guessing game, and I could pretty much tell you. I mean, I know at least 2 of them. I know because he's told me,
Yeah.
I need you to change this, and I'm like, I'm trying.
Yeah, I told Brian not to tell me mine, so it just makes it funnier. So I was wondering if you knew yet. Okay, I'm ready.
all right. So one of mine is, of course, not putting her laundry away. A lot of times, fold the clothes. Okay, bring it in. I put mine away. Her sit in the basket. Week. No, not too long, but it seems like a week or 2 weeks. but it's not that long.
No, it's probably about a week. I mean, he's being nice here. It's probably about a week.
But then sometimes she'll throw up on top of the dresser, so it sits there for another week or two. And then we got more clothes that we're washing, and then it just piles up again.
That's when I get to it. Is when
I'm a clean freak or anything like that, because I'm not. But that's just one of the pet peeves, as I call them.
Mm-hmm. He is always asking me to find something that's right fucking in front of him. It doesn't matter if it's in the pantry, in the refrigerator, in the cupboard. It doesn't matter if it's right in front of his face on the counter. He's always like, "Elle, where is this?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's right there. I know it's on the top shelf. I know it's in my memory. I'm picturing it right now. It's fucking right there." And he's just, "I don't see it. It's not in here." And then you got to stop what you're doing and go to the damn thing and be like, "It's right here."
Yeah, I threaten Brent and I'm like, if I have to get the fuck up and go in there and find it, if I find it, what the fuck do I get? What the fuck do I win if I fucking find it? Like,
yes, I want to win something because I don't want to have to stop what I'm doing to go find it.
You get a thank you, babe. So, and another one of mine is, of course, it's with the laundry. So, when you're doing the laundry, you want to be done, because laundry sucks. I hate doing laundry, period. So you want to be done with it as fast as you can. Every single piece of clothing is inside out. Why can't it be right side out? Please.
I do not do this on purpose. I am a busy woman. I take care of my mom. I help take care of the house and Matt, and I work, and I have a kid. And so, yes, I get home and I rip my clothes off and I change or do whatever. And I don't think, "Oh, I'm going to take this off one arm at a time and I'm going to put it over my head." No, I don't. Yes. And then sometimes yours are inside out too. So I don't want to hear it.
And I will say this. I know that the washing machine can do some, but
the washing machine does not do any. That's what his excuse is. For when his happens. No, I know fully aware. I am fully aware that I do this, and I have tried to do better, but I just don't think about it. It is something that I just don't think about. When you fucking take out the trash and don't put a trash bag in, which you have been exceptionally better this month. But every trash can in the house, you go and take all the trash out, and then none of the bags are in. And so I'm going to throw our son's diaper out, and there's no fucking trash bag.
That's because I'm outside taking the trash bags out.
No, this is well after you have come in and have not put a trash bag in yet. And then you're sitting down looking at your phone, scrolling Facebook, and where's the trash bag, Matt?
It's in the closet. And then another one of mine, how she said about my Dr. Peppers in early years of ours, it has come back to bite her in the butt big time. She leaves half-drank cans of flavored water or bottled water everywhere in the house.
No, it's only where B-Man can't get it.
Okay, well, yes, out of B-Man's reach, unless he's playing with one of them. But, and then it's the recycles now get just shoved. Like I said, I'm not a clean person, but I like
he's a
less
clean person.
Clutter.
He means he's not a clean freak, is what he means.
Kind of like clutter gets on my nerves, and so like I try to take my stuff out, whether it's bottles or cans. Yes, I leave some there, but I'll instantly.
Who picked up your 2 Dr. Pepper cans last night?
I don't know.
Me. That would have been me. That would have been me.
High five.
The magic fairy that flies around and makes things.
The Dr. Pepper fairy.
That was the Dr. Pepper fairy.
But yes, I have gotten really bad to where I put all my recyclables on this little cart that we have instead of putting them right in the recycle bin. One of my pet peeves that I feel like Matt knows, but has now been transferred to our son, is when he dresses our son in black and navy blue together.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There is.
There's
Navy blue does not go with black.
There
it doesn't.
Nothing wrong
Every
with
time
it.
I have these cute outfits for my son, and then every time Matt dresses, you can tell that Matt has just kind of, I don't know, do you put thought into it?
Not
No?
really.
Okay, I just want to make sure
I
I'm
gave him a
not.
pair of shorts and a
I
onesie.
just want to make sure I'm not insulting you here.
No.
But yeah, the navy blue and the black drive me crazy.
There's nothing wrong with navy blue and black.
Yes, there is. Yes, there
I
is.
agree.
It doesn't go
Nothing wrong with
together.
Brent said you're
What did he
cray cray
say?
too.
Yeah,
Brent said you're cray cray too.
I'm team Matt here on this one.
Oh,
I can't do it. Do you have another?
I do. So another one of my pet peeves is for someone that has their phone on them pretty much all day, and then you can't find your phone a lot.
So I have my phone on me all day when I'm at work.
Yes.
When I get home, I want to be present with my family, unlike this man who's watching Facebook Reels with my son in front of him, and that's how he's keeping him occupied.
B-Man likes watching it.
I put my phone down, and yes, my son scampers all across the house with it, and yes, I at least 5 times a week we're looking for my phone, and of course it's on silent, so then we can't find the phone. But
The problem is you don't put it where we can find it. You just kind of, wherever you are, you tend to put it off to the side, somewhere over here, over there, and then it's trying to find a phone that's on silent.
okay,
And that's fun.
yeah, I understand that's not fun, but at least I'm not melting my child's eyes with Facebook right in front of him.
Hello, Miss Rachel.
Miss Rachel is amazing. Don't even start.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Educational.
So is the videos, the music videos.
Absolutely not.
We watch hunting videos.
Uh-huh.
I lose my phone all the time too, and I actually had to call from our Google Home for Brent to watch the Ring fucking camera to see where the fuck I set that bitch down at.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally was like, babe, I can't find my phone. It's been 45 minutes. Like, I don't know where the fuck it's at. And he's like, hang on, let me look. And then he watched me for 45 minutes run around the house trying to find it, and it was literally on the arm of the fucking couch the whole time.
Well, she's lucky I answered because the number came up unknown, and I don't ever answer numbers that don't pop up.
Oh, I don't either. I will
Right.
never answer something that's unknown or not in my contacts.
God forbid something happens to me at work and my boss has to call you.
He'll leave a message, and then I'll get back to you.
I'm going to be on my deathbed being medevaced to the hospital, and Matt's just going to be like, oh, there's this voicemail, blah, blah, blah.
And then I'll be, oh, okay, I'll call him back.
My other pet peeve,
Yeah.
and this has happened every place we've ever gone, Matt runs hot. I understand that. But he is also a cover hog. We now have to sleep with 2 different comforters because this one over here will literally cocoon himself. He thinks it's too hot. He's sweating. But the blankets are freaking up to his eyes with the comforter, and he has cocooned himself in all the damn comforters, and he wonders why he's hot.
Well, if it was cold enough in the house, that's perfect. You gotta get them up there to your neck. That makes sure it feels nice and snugged in. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect till you're taking all my blankets and you are cocooning yourself, and then you're complaining that you're too hot because you created a cocoon.
I just call it a little burrito. That's all I call it.
Yes, he loves his freaking burrito. And I'm always like, you're sweating your ass off. Why do you have the comforter up over your face? Like, just air your shit out.
It has to flow over my body.
Yeah, that's another thing. He likes his shit tucked in and flowy, and I don't want anything tucked in. I want it ripped out. I don't want to be confined. Yeah. I want, none of that. And
Yeah.
And then what's up with guys taking like 12-hour bathroom breaks.
That is.
Why is it that if I need to take a shit, my husband is with my kid pounding on the door, or my kid has now crawled in and he's banging on my knees as I'm going to the bathroom, but Matt can disappear for God knows how long on end, just scrolling on his phone, sitting on the toilet.
That's just some me time. That's all. Just refreshing.
Where is my me time? Because when I try to get me time and take a shower, look who comes in with my son, because my son's fussing, and Matt doesn't think, oh, let's give my wonderful wife some me time in the bathroom. No, instead he brings my kid to me.
Because me time with D-Man is perfect.
It's true. I really don't mind that he brings him most of the time. But there was this one time that I was like, once a year, and all that I wanted to do was lay myself in that bathtub. And here comes B-Man and Matt. And Matt's like, oh, the toilet's really hurting. Can you kind of...
I have to say, that was when my back was injured.
Yes.
That was that. But it's still funny.
Do you have any others off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, the one that kind of...
I mean, we could go on all day!
The one that I've had to learn, because with our families, my family's a little more soft-spoken, and her family is definitely a louder...
We are
cussing like
New York,
sailors.
Boston, Irish, loudmouths.
So I've had to get used to the
emphasis
from the
South.
Of words coming out of their mouth. So with my wife here, some of her words to me come out harsh, and it kind of like ekes me a little bit. It kind of, I don't know, it kind of fires me up. Like, what did I do wrong?
And I'm just saying, babe, I need you to hand me that over there. And shit, I don't even know I say it wrong. And he's sitting here all giving me attitude back. And what did I just do? And he's like, it's the way you said it.
Oh my God.
This is the way I
You just fucking, you hit a fucking light, the trigger button has been hit over here. He literally yells at me all the fucking time. It's not what you said, it's how you say it. I'm like, I literally just fucking told you to fucking come here. Like,
literally.
I'm like, it's not even that serious.
It's definitely something that I'm still working on, because like there, some of our arguments have come from that. And I'm just like, okay, I got to learn a little bit more, because you're always learning in a relationship, always, and it never stops. So it's like, okay, take a step back. Did I do something wrong? No. Okay. It's just normal. Okay, so I'm set.
Or he can just ask me, hey, did you mean it this way? This is the way it came off. And I need to get better at recognizing when he's joking, because I never think he's joking. And I'm always clapping back at him. And he's actually joking. And I'm working on that.
And I go, shit, honey, I was just joking.
Yeah, I'm like, you never tell me when you're joking. Like, you need to tell me when you're kidding. Like, where was the I'm kidding?
Yeah.
So we gotta say the joke and then just say, we're kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm always like, he's gonna leave me for someone that understands his jokes.
Never. You'll get it one day, honey.
God, I hope so. All right, how about you guys tag in this time?
Me or you?
Go ahead, babe. I'm anxious to see what the hell you're gonna say.
All right. My first ick is doesn't put things back where they belong, and I put especially tools.
Oh yes. My garage looks like
I'm croaking. What the fuck are you?
That is my tools.
Yes.
This is my garage. They're all my tools. They are put where I want them. You don't even use the tools.
They are on the racking on the side.
Listen, you open up any drawer in this house, guaranteed you will find a hammer in it.
Oh
Why? I have no idea. But then for some magical reason, we can never find a hammer when we need it. And my solution always is, well, if you put it back where it's supposed to go, you'll know exactly where it is every single time.
Well, it's funny coming from you, because I am the fucking Bob the Builder in the relationship. I'm the one that's fucking hammering and tinkering anyway, so if you don't even know where the fuck it's at, I only do, okay?
Yes. Exactly how I feel. I feel you.
Okay, and for some reason, I seem to always get dragged into your about the building.
Amen.
If I give you a task,
Amen.
that's different.
If I wanted to be Bob the Builder, I'd be Bob the Builder.
Because magically, somehow, your 5 foot ass can't ever reach where you need to be.
What? You said I can't reach where it needs to go?
I said because for whatever reason, your 5 foot ass can't reach wherever you need to go.
It's not our fault. You're a giant, Brent.
My God. Yeah, I know. I have to drag.
my
I have to drag out a whole fucking ladder to be as tall as you.
yeah, my height is here for your convenience. You're welcome.
Okay.
I love how we had ours on pieces of paper and they have their
On
phones.
their phone.
We're so old.
I know you guys had your paper.
Yeah, you know there's a notes app on your phones, right?
I know. We use it. Allie and I use that, and I'm just laughing my ass off at how dated we
I know when you guys looked up, you guys go ahead and then you hear the crinkling of the paper.
Nothing is more mightier than the pen.
Oh my god.
Okay, so my first one is it's been like an ongoing issue, and then it's like it goes in waves when it's great and it doesn't happen, and then it'll be like every fucking day for a while until I say something again. But this is like every single morning when he gets dressed, like he'll get dressed in the living room so he's not like in the room like making a bunch of ruckus, and whatever the fuck he wore that night before is always on the fucking couch or in the middle of the fucking living room first thing in the morning. Always. And I'm like, how fucking hard is it? You literally have to walk and just toss that bitch to the left, and then you're good to go. But it just keeps on happening.
We're both guilty.
Oh my god.
That's because I go in with whether I'm
We
on
were
time
both
work or not.
guilty of that.
Alright, go ahead.
My next one is you don't want to try any new foods.
Okay.
You know how frustrating it is to go anywhere or try to get you to go anywhere and just to try something new.
Maybe it's a piece of like childhood trauma I haven't unlocked yet.
Maybe. Oh, well,
Man, my mom used to make me try something new everywhere we go. So maybe that's like what it is. Maybe she just like would force me to take a bite, just take a bite, and then if you don't like it, that's okay. But I'm like, I'm a fucking grown adult. I don't gotta fucking try it if I don't fucking want to now. Like
literally, when we were dating in high school, the only thing she would order from every restaurant was a quesadilla.
Oh my god.
That was it.
I mean, quesadillas are good.
He only eats Mexican, so.
But at that point, it became a running joke between like her mom and I, or anybody that we would go out to dinner with. I'd be, what are you ordering, Allie? Quesadilla. Figures. Saw that one coming.
Oh my god.
Well, I have to say, because like I am stuck on certain foods myself, so I have to kind of agree with Allie. Like, you know what you want.
Yeah.
You know what you like.
Yeah. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? There's no reason to be branching out. There ain't. I know what I like, and then it's always when we go to eat somewhere, and I'm like, ooh, let me try something new, and then whatever Brent got is so much fucking better than whatever the fuck I got, and it's so fucking ratchet, and I'm so mad at myself for trying something new, and so it's just like a continuous like reopening of a fucking a wound, and I'm like, fuck it, I just get burned every single fucking time, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so another one for Brent is I'll ask him a question, or if I'll say a statement or something, and he'll bust out with what or huh, and then but I don't even have to say what the fuck I need to say again. He just automatically will answer the question. I have to like let him fucking load for a second. He literally needs to fucking load like a fucking computer, and then he'll come back to me, and I'm like.
She says I'm delayed like a Dell computer.
Oh, shit. An old desktop.
Yeah. That happens a lot to everybody. It's not just you. That happens to everybody. I'll hear the question and I'll like be thinking about the answer, and I'll think I won't understand the question. It'll get like 2 or 3 words into the question. I'll be like, oh yeah, here's the answer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just have learned to just like, when he says it, I'll just stare. I'm like, he'll come back to me in a minute. Like.
Yeah.
You just gotta let our guy brains catch up. That's all.
Yeah. Definitely, I give him time to load now.
You gotta let the hamster start spinning again.
Oh my god.
All right, next for me is your water before bed. Literally, we have a nightly routine of Allie comes into the room first and leaves everything to do for me outside in the living room. So I do it. I lock all the doors, check, make sure the outside doors are locked. Any loose pieces are put away, and then what happens when I walk in the room? She's holding out her cup. Can you give me some water? Really? I just walked this whole house, picked everything up, made sure the house was in pristine condition for when you wake up in the morning because I want you to have a good day. And can I get you some water? Yeah.
And of
I
course
bet
you
I
say
can.
yes,
You bet I can.
And don't forget, make sure you always click down the air.
Oh yeah. Oh well, on the water thing still, she knows because I try to mess with her sometimes because we have a jug of water that's filtered. I'll try to mess with her sometimes and just give her the tap water just to make it faster. Oh, she knows.
I'm like, I know this. Yeah, I'm like, I know this. I'm like, is this tap? And he's like, no. I'm like, I know the fucking difference. I'm like, this is fucking tap.
No, that's the government flavor packet I just put in there.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Don't drink the water from the bases. Haven't you seen all the lawsuits?
He's trying to make me be another one. He's trying to make me be on the news.
Yeah, I don't drink the tap water.
Yeah. He just wants me to be. Okay, another one.
Someone's gotta qualify.
Oh my god. Another God, you're so stupid. So another one for Brent is like when I take my shoes off, I put them where they need to go, whereas Brent will fucking sprinkle them bitches around the house like fucking confetti. And there's just like a pile of fucking shoes here, a pile of fucking shoes there, and then you're tripping over here because you got to get over the boats over there. And I'm like, get this fucking shit out of my fucking house. Like they just gather in piles around the house like little ant mounds. And if you just the problem is he has so many, but then also not putting them where the fuck they need to go.
Well, listen, see, what happens is, I know she wants me to take my shoes off when I come in the house. But I can't say that always happens, okay? So what winds up happening is I walk in the house with my shoes on. I don't take them off at the door. I walk through the house. I look down like, oh, shit, my shoes are still on. So I'm like, I'll take them off right here. I'll finish up what I'm doing. I'll come back, pick them up, and take them to the thingy. The whole pick them up and take them to the thingy never happens.
It happens after 4 days of shoes pile up, and I'm like, get these fucking bitches out of my house.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
You got any others?
I kind of have like, yeah. Are we gonna do the what we love about each other next?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine kind of goes for both. Your hard-headedness.
Mm-hmm.
The ick part of the hard-headedness is like I can if I'm trying to convince you of something and you've already convinced yourself of something, there's no convincing you of anything then. Yeah.
I feel that.
She already knows.
Yeah. Extremely frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm saying makes sense and could be right. I'm just trying to tell you what it is, but
I could be right.
Ends up in like a back and forth bicker of like why we're thinking what we're thinking. Yeah. Ick.
Fair enough.
Touche. Wow. Look at you guys. That was a short list. I'm like adding as you guys are talking. I'm like, yeah, you do that. Yeah, you always put your friggin' laundry on the other side of the bed and the laundry basket's right there. You can't just hit the freaking laundry basket. And
your shoes are everywhere in the house. You got flip-flops over here.
I'm attacked.
You got your house shoes on your heater for your shirts.
What?
Your house shoes are literally on your heat press.
Oh, I'm like, heater? Am I burning down the house now? And as much as those things drive me crazy, obviously, I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm willing to put up with your shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
because starting to get thick over here.
Because you put up with mine. And I have seen it change throughout the years, the icks that we have that drive each other nuts. And, it used to be wet towels on the ground and not doing the dishes
Side
I
eye.
hate
and
laundry and dishes. I hate.
and only cooking on the grill.
Hey,
But
there's nothing wrong with cooking on the grill.
they evolve through time, and we work on them, and that's all that matters, right?
That is. That's all that matters. We just work through it.
Absolutely.
This has been fun having you guys here with us. We'll have part 2 next week to kind of add in. I didn't realize our Icks would take so long, so
I know, my gosh.
It's so true.
So yeah, next week we'll definitely pick up on things that we love and things that work for us, in our families, and kind of push it up a little notch of something a little bit more lovey-dovey ish, and we don't pick on each other all the time, but
not at all. This is all in good fun, and you got to be able to have these good laughs with each other.
Yes.
So we hope to see you guys next week for the second round of our husbands episodes. So if you like what you're listening to, please subscribe and like on your favorite podcast app.
Bye.